What's up, neighbors? It's your favorite girl next door, Kendra24K. Welcome to my channel. And if you're not new here, welcome back. This is my first video for 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm a little bit late, but I let everybody get their videos out the way, and I had some things going on. But I'm so excited, guys. Do y'all notice the difference? I mean, because I talked about it in my other videos. If you're not new here, I'm a brand new content creator. And I told y'all we're going up in 2025. I told y'all I was going to be working and I'm learning the editing and everything like that. But first of all, I'm mic'd up. I am mic'd up, y'all. I'm so excited about that. And I have a ring light. So just get ready for some brand new content. It's going to be even better. I'm getting better learning the editing and everything. So I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited and so happy and grateful for all the things that have been transpiring in my life and what I have going on, that I really was hesitant to make this video because it's not the most positive one. And I'm just like, I kind of left all of that in 2024. But to be honest, it's been on my heart to talk about it and to just get it off my chest so I can truly leave it behind me. Plus, because I'm a brand new creator, I just kind of wanted to get you guys more familiar with me, let you guys in a little bit, let you know a little bit about myself, and kind of sort of the content I will be creating. So yeah, let's just kind of get right into it. I really want to try to make this video not long because I just don't want it to be all long and drawn out. But there is a lot of things that I want to cover in this video. So just bear with me, guys. All right, so this is kind of like my 2024 year in review, kind of just a reflection. And I just hope that in me pouring myself out, that I can encourage somebody else or motivate somebody else in the process. Okay, so let's stay back to 2024. Let's talk about my year in review. I have some notes here, so if you see me looking down, I'm trying to keep up with my notes. Um, one of the first things that happened in 2024 was I lost my job. It was like the best, one of the best jobs I've ever had. Like, it was the most paying job. It was the most I was getting paid. It was literally walking distance from my home. And it was something I had been waiting on because prior to that, I was unemployed looking for a job. And so when I got this, I just cried and it was just great. Um, but out of nowhere, out of the blue, I was let go. I was devastated. I was surprised. I was shocked, and I was hurt. And that just kind of began a cycle all over again for me, which we'll get into that some more story times. So after losing my job, I maintained my home for a few months as much as I could, and the inevitable happened. I end up being evicted. First and only time I've ever been evicted in my life. That was another blow to me. And so I ended up having to move back home to my mother's house, which I never had to do in my adult life either. Well, kind of once before, it was very short lived, but it's just not something that I'm used to, that I do often. So that was another blow. I was devastated by that. So with that having happened, it kind of strained my relationship with my oldest daughter. It wasn't like bad, nothing bad happened, but it just kind of put a strain on the relationship because she was 17 turning 18, and she needed to like finish out her school and everything, and I had to move to a whole nother city, and it was her senior year. So we didn't want to relocate her and change her schools and everything, go through all of that because of what I was going through. So she ended up moving in with a friend to finish out her school year. So she kind of had to like step it up and grow up a little bit quicker than I would have liked to for her to, in that regard. Moving on. So with that, it was just a lot, and I did my best to try not to become depressed. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but I'm just being candid and real. Um, I turned to alcohol. I thought that me having alcohol and being in a good mood and being able to laugh and joke and, lighten my mood or whatever would keep me from being depressed. I know it sounds silly now looking back on it, but that's what I did, and I thought that I was doing a good job of like not falling into a depression because I've been in a depressed state before. I know what it feels like, and it's hard to come up out of it. So I was like in fight mode, like I'm not going back there. I know that where I was, I'm never going back there. So I was like fighting to stay out of that place. Um, I also was in a relationship. On again, off again relationship with a full on narcissist. Like, and that's another story for another day. But I studied the disorder, and I know people throw that term around really loosely nowadays, but I know what I was dealing with, and it was most definitely a narcissistic relationship. And it was so crazy because that person and I, um, were never supposed to be together, and we kept being separated by life, by God, by the elements. And I don't know why, but I just kept fighting to be with that person, even though everything around me was pointing and pushing me to not be there. But at that time, um, I just felt like, you know that person was all that I had, and it was like something for me. you know I don't have friends. I'm a pretty much a loner. I'm a homebody for the most part. And I know that I'm a chosen one, which is kind of what I'm getting at. But with this person, I, I had lost my job, so this person was helping me out, financially. I felt like that was something, even though it wasn't much, but it was, keeping my phone bill paid and stuff like that or whatever. Making sure that I had the essentials and things that I needed, which in turn had me not have to like depend on other people or like borrow or anything like that, which I hate doing. So and it was just also something to do, you know what I mean? There's somebody to call my phone, somebody, to kind of like hang out with and all of that stuff or whatever. So I kept holding on to that relationship even though it was taking a toll on me. As much as I was fighting to not be depressed, this person was mentally um abusing me. And it was just it was a lot. In the summertime, was when I was, just left kind of, isolated. And that's when I started my Walk With Me series. If you see my, most recent videos, they're all from the summertime. They're called my Walk With Me series. Is when I just started walking. I started walking for my mental health. Um, to, just to try to spend some time with myself, spend some time with God. I would listen to other creators on here that have like really good content. Love Your Natural, or Love Love Your Natural is one of them. I really like her content, very positive, um, motivating type of inspirational type of content creators on here that I see. I would listen to them and just kind of walk and talk with God. And then I was getting words, I was getting stuff, and it was coming up out of me, and I was just talking, I was just getting it out as when how it was coming to me. I was feeling so inspired that I just started talking about it to like kind of inspire other people, like just kind of taking it in and then like reinterpreting it like for how it applied to myself. So that's where my Walk With Me series came from. You guys should check those out. And yeah, I was just doing that for my mental health. And in doing so, like I said, spend a lot of time in isolation, spend a lot of time with God. I started to, doing the shadow work and doing the inner peace. Oh, this is another thing that I had to tell y'all. In June, after losing my job, after being evicted, after moving in with my mom, after being in a narcissistic, abusive relationship, um, June, I found out I was pregnant. And I found out I was pregnant because I started having a miscarriage. So when I went to the hospital after almost losing my life, literally, and I have a story time about that, I literally almost lost my life last year. Um, yeah, that's how I found out. And when that happened, that was another real breakthrough and revelation for me, because when I say the doctors were like, multiple doctors and nursing staff was like, you are not supposed to be here. You're I don't even understand it. That's how deep it was. And so for me to make it out of that, and I knew like, okay, God, you have a purpose for me, which I already knew anyway, but that was just more of a confirmation, like, okay, it's time to get on it, because I'm not going to take my time for granted. And I'm also just like motivated because I know I have a purpose. Because where most people would not have been here, I'm still standing and I'm still here. So I began to just spend time with myself, and I went through a lot of ups and downs, because like when you have to accept isolation, when you have to accept that God is stripping you of everything, when you have to accept, but when you like take away the like pitifulness of it, when you stop um being angry about your circumstances, when you stop being pitiful and like, woe is me, and like when you start asking God for understanding and for clarity and for vision and things like that, and then you begin to accept what's going on in your life, and not look at it as such a bad thing anymore. I would sit and I would be angry, like, I don't do nothing, I don't have no job, I don't have no friends, I don't have no partner, I don't have, what I'm saying, nothing, and I don't got no money, I can't even just enjoy life, I just want to be outside like everybody else, and all of these different things, and just having to just literally like just sit, and after you get done pouting and you really open up and you really ask God and you really are open to accepting what He has for you, um, is when things started to turn around. And it wasn't even just necessarily like my circumstances. Like it came to a point to where my circumstances were the same, but my mindset, like my heart had changed, my mindset had changed, and it became from being like being by myself. It went from being like this horrible thing like that I was frustrated about, to it being my happy place, to it being like my peaceful place, you know. And I lost so much like things that I thought were so important, and even relationships. That was one of the things that hurt the most, like the relationships, the people's closest to me. I only had a few people that I talked to every day in my family, and even to having to realize that like I kind of gotta like shy away from talking to them, because when I'm talking to them, sometimes I find myself complaining too much. I found myself being lonely, so I'm calling them up and I'm talking, and just to keep them on the phone, just to have that company, I'm gossiping. It's like, what are you gossiping about people for? Like, you need to get your own shit together, but you gossiping about somebody else. And it's not even that I felt a certain type of way. I just wanted to keep them on the phone. Like, I wanted to have something to talk about. Like, once I'm done, like, oh, did you see what happened? Did you see this show on Netflix? Oh yeah, girl, it's cold outside. I don't really have much going on in my life, so I don't have that much to talk about. So now I'm just gossiping just to keep them on the phone, just to have some company, because I felt lonely. And it was like, no, that's not good. So, what I'm saying? I even had to like stop, like talking to them sometime, because I don't want to be on the phone gossiping and talking negative. And I definitely don't want to be on the phone complaining all the time. Like, I got tired of hearing myself complain. Like, it got to that point, like, girl, if I was on the other end, I would not want to be on the phone with you. I would have got off the phone. So, and I don't want nobody tolerating me. Like, you ain't got to tolerate me, you know? So, yeah. So, I just got to like, getting in control of my mental health, and making and understanding that this time that I have that I'm not working, I don't have to worry about the stresses of a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's part of my walk with me as well. Like, just like, you can use this time to work on yourself, work on your body, work on your inside, work on yourself from the inside out. And that's what I've been doing. And that's another reason why I started my YouTube channel all over again. I said to myself, I was going to take this YouTube seriously. I was going to embrace you guys as my community, as my friends, as my neighbors. I was going to, vent to you guys, talk to you guys, experience and do things with my YouTube community, my YouTube family, because this is where I get the most support. It's crazy. Like, and I just want to really embrace it. And I want to encourage other people. I want you guys to go on this journey with me, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the fun times. And I'm really I'm really excited about it because I know in my heart that this is going to be what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is going to be a great year. So I'm looking forward to it. If you got this far into the video, thank you so much. I'm thankful for all my new subscribers, and I'm looking forward to so many more new neighbors, new subscribers. If you can, hit the like button, it's totally free. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more content. And it's not just going to be this type of content, it's going to be all kind of things across the board. But a lot of it, I do want to have you guys on my journey with me. And I'm going to let you guys in. And so I hope this encourages somebody. And I'm leaving this stuff. I'm leaving all of that negativity in 2024. I have left it already. I just had to get it out to you guys. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. I try not to make a video too long. It's a little past 15 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Again, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you see me around the neighborhood, neighbors, just say what up, though.